What is you good YouTube? Quinn Wade coming to y'all with that summer league analysis on the Minnesota Timberwolves going out there and beating the New Orleans Pelicans. And they was attacking that rim all night and having a lot of success, whether it was deep paint catches and finishes, transition opportunities, or just pushing that basketball and just getting to the paint that way too. Minnesota beat the Pelicans 98-91. The Pelicans started off the game really good, and they was able to finish the first quarter 20-17. Minnesota was able to get a good lead by winning the second quarter 31-20. The Pelicans won the third quarter 28-27, and then the fourth quarter was 23-23. That second quarter was mainly how they was able to get their lead and do whatever they could to maintain it and keep it. And that's all that matters, is if you can be able to win the game. They stayed ahead. They executed on both ends of the court, and their game plan worked to perfection, basically. And they came out as winners. Emisi for the New Orleans Pelicans, not a rookie anymore. He's a sophomore. He played in that paint tonight, but didn't dominate the paint like he should have. He was 5 of 14 from the field, 3 of 9 from the free throw line. Couldn't make a free throw. He gave up some easy opportunities that he should have made. He wish he can have some of those finishes back, especially at the end of the game where he was trying to get the rebound and go right up, and he couldn't even make those attempts right near the basket. But it ended up being a game where he finished with the double-double, 13 points and 13 boards, with 6 of them being offensive. But you would like to see him finish around that basket a whole lot better. He did also have 2 steals and with 1 turnover and 1 personal foul, and he did finish as a minus 11 in plus minus. He's still growing, he's still improving, and that's why he's in summer league. People are gonna say he was already one of the best rookies last year. He's playing against NBA starters and putting up numbers. Yeah, that's true, but he was still raw, and he's still trying to put more things together mentally on both ends of the court, especially defensively. And it was good to see him not have that many personal fouls, but he also didn't have a block. If he's going to be a starting center, he's got to protect that paint better and finish around that paint better if he wants to be a starter in his career for 10 plus years. Derek Queen was getting buckets. 27 minutes played, tied for the most in the game for the Pelicans. 5 of 9 from the field, 1 of 1 from 3, 2 of 4 from the free throw line was probably the worst part of his night, besides having 7 turnovers. He also had a double-double with 13 points, 10 boards, with 2 offensive rebounds. He shows you that he has the pull-up game, the ability to get to the basket, and the ability to use that size and that strength to finish. He did also have 2 offensive rebounds out of that 10, and he also had 3 assists with those 3 personal fouls. He finished as a minus 6 in plus minus. So I like what he did. He did a lot of things right. He fit, even though he didn't play with these guys that much, really well, and he scored within the balance of the offense. I think he can be a stretch 5, he can be a stretch 4, and you can have offensive success with him. But he has to improve that handle. He has to improve the decision making. He has to keep improving his feel and understanding of the game and increase his IQ if I play it a lot better if he's going to be a starter long term in this league and be possibly even an all-star. Some people look at him as a guy that can be an all-star in the future. And even if he's a starter that's giving you 8 to 10 boards with double-figure points, that's still a great career from a guy that was drafted, after the top 5. So you'll take that even if you're the Pelicans or whoever get them in the future. Jeremiah Fears, 27 minutes, 4 of 12 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3, 5 of 6 from the free throw line, 14 points, 2 rebounds, 1 of them was offensive, 2 assists, 2 steals. He also had 7 turnovers, but he also had 6 personal fouls. He was a minus 13 in plus minus. We knew he was going to have trouble scoring the basketball. We knew he was going to have trouble shooting the basketball. But he just got to understand that he's out there to attack. He's out there to find his teammates. and he's just out there to play his game at his pace and let the team be able to play off of him, and him being able to allow them to play free, and he'll find them. That's something that he's going to have to learn how to do. That's something that he's got to figure out. But it's summer league, so that's the purpose of growing and trying to figure these things out now and trying to improve throughout the rest of the off season to be ready for training camp and preseason to leave your best impact as you can on the basketball team. And they need it. This is a team that needs as much talent as they can get. Antonio Reeves, 21 minutes, 5 and 9 from the field, 0 2 from three. He did have a board. He did have a steal. He also had a personal foul. He was a -3 and plus minus. He finished with 10 points. Good game from him. Didn't do all the other things, but they needed him to put the ball in the basket. Couldn't do it from three, and he didn't do it from the free throw line, but he was able to be efficient with the shots that he got, and that ended up working out for him. Micah Peavy, 25 minutes, 5 and 9 also from the field. He went 1 or 2 from three, no free throw attempts. He also got in double figures. Everybody in the starting lineup actually ended up getting in double figures, and they all ended up playing 20 plus minutes. He also had 7 boards, 3 of them was offensive, with 2 steals, 2 turnovers, and 7 personal fouls. He finished as a -20 and plus minus, and he also had the most personal fouls on the team tonight. And that's not a good thing. That's something he's going to have to figure out also. But scoring wise, he did a good job, and he did a great job on the boards also. So a good game from him. Chase Hunter, 13 minutes, 0-3 from the field, 0-2 from the 3-point line. He had 4 rebounds, 1 of them was offensive with 2 assists, 2 turnovers, and a personal foul. +6 and plus minus, he finished with 0 points. Not a great game at all. This was a bad game from him, especially offensively. But he tried to find some other ways to try to help the team out, and that's all you can do if the shot's not falling. Trey Alexander, you can say the same about him. The difference is he was able to get to the free throw line and go 2-2 there, but he went 0-2 from 3 and 0-3 from the field. He also played 15 minutes, 2 assists, 1 turnover, 1 personal foul, and a -1 and +1 minus. He finished with those 2 points, like I said before. Hunter Dickinson, 11 minutes, 2 or 3 from the field, 1 or 2 from the free throw line, 5 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists, 1 block, 1 turnover, 1 personal foul, +4 and plus minus. Probably one of the better games off the bench for one of their players. He did get a nice block, and he did score majority of his shots, only missing 1 from the field and 1 from the free throw line. So you can't look at that as a bad game in 11 minutes. Lester, 21 minutes. He was 7-12 from the field. He actually took the most shots off the bench tonight, and it worked because he went 5 of 8 also from 3 and 1 or 2 from the free throw line. Finished with the most points on the team with 20. He also had 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and the steal, 3 turnovers, and he finished with 6 personal fouls and was a +3 and plus minus. He wasn't afraid to jack up shots. He wasn't afraid of the moment. He even did some things in the fourth quarter, and he was able to make some tough ones. And he has to do that as a shot creator and as a guy that gave them a guy that was big and strong and smart enough to know how to execute and score by creating his own shot. And it worked out for him tonight. And Brooks Jr., 16 minutes. He was 1 of 3 from the field, 1 or 2 from 3. He finished with 2 boards. 1 of them was offensive with 2 steals, turnover, 3 personal fouls. He was a +6 and plus minus. Didn't really do much in those 16 minutes, but he finished with 3 points. Just would like to see more of him. Didn't see enough of him. Didn't see him with the ball enough. And when he got the ball, he didn't really try to score too much, but he did enough to where, we'll look at him and say, give him a little bit more offense and see what he can really do with it. And we can give a grain of salt with that. But the steals was impressive too that he had tonight. The rest of the guys did not play coach's decision. 34 of 77, 44% from the field, 9 of 23, 39% from 3, 14 to 25. They shot 56% from the free throw line. A big reason why they lost this game, but they did have 14 offensive rebounds with 42 total with 13 assists, 10 steals, a block, 25 turnovers, and 30 personal fouls. Way too many personal fouls, way too many turnovers, and way too many missed free throws. That's a way to lose a game. Minnesota, they did a lot of things right, but their starters had some great games too. Joan also had played 23 minutes. He was 5 or 6 from the field, 1 or 2 from the free throw line. He had 8 rebounds, 3 of them offensive with assists, 2 steals, 7 blocks, a turnover, and 2 personal fouls. He finished as a +8 and plus minus and had 11 points. Only thing that he didn't do was get a double double. This was a dominant game from him. Like I said, they really attacked the rim strong and fast and quick with power also. And he was a good example of just cleaning up that paint while also playing hard on the boards, while also being able to score, you know, in the paint. Leonard Miller was the same, but this man missed every single three that he took, finishing 0 of 6, 3 from there, and 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He was 9 of 17 from the field, 28 minutes for him, 20 points, 9 rebounds, 2 of them was offensive with 2 steals, 3 blocks, 3 turnovers, and 6 personal fouls. He was a -5 and plus minus. He actually had the most personal fouls on the team tonight. But when it comes to being able to do everything on a basketball court, being a two-way player, and also just being really, really good, using your body to its full advantage, especially around that paint, Leonard Miller did that phenomenally tonight. Rob Dillingham used his speed and quickness tonight, but he didn't shoot the ball that good. 4 of 14 from the field, but he did go 3 of 6 from three and 4 of 4 from the free throw line. That was the highlight of his night. But he also contributed 6 assists, but that came with 7 turnovers. He had 3 boards, 2 steals, 2 personal fouls. He was a +5 and plus minus. He finished with 15. Just one of them games where he's still trying to figure out how to be a playmaker, how to use his athleticism and his God-given abilities, while also trying to find a way to use the moves that he normally use to his advantages and creating the separation to be able to get him off cleanly. So he's still trying to get stronger. He's still trying to use his smarts and his wits to be able to use that to his advantage to be able to put points on the board. But the shooting has to be better. The drives have to be cleaner, and the handle just got to be a lot more, you know, modern. It can't be just the simplistic ways that got you through high school and college. You got to be more innovative when it comes to trying to put the ball in the basket, and he doesn't have that or a go-to move that he can rely on just yet. Terrence Shannon Jr., man, the man is a great athlete. He played the most minutes on the team tonight with 31. He was 6 of 14 from the field. The problem was he did go 2 of 9 from three. He had confidence in it. He's been working on it, and he wanted to show it off tonight. The shots just wasn't falling from him, honestly. It just wasn't falling from him. But when this man attacks the rim, he's really, really good. And he proved that tonight, finishing with 20 points, and he went 6 of 6 from the free throw line. He also had 6 rebounds with 9 assists. Really good floor general, only 3 turnovers tonight, 2 steals, 3 personal fouls. He was a +10 and plus minus, and he was a big reason why they was able to keep the lead and close out the New Orleans Pelicans with a loss. Jalen Clark, 27 minutes, 3 of 11 from the field, 0 of 5 from three, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 8 points, 3 assists, 4 rebounds, 2 of them was offensive, 2 steals, 1 block, 1 turnover, 4 personal fouls, a +13 and plus minus. Took a lot of threes also, but that wasn't the end all be all of his game. He was a good contributor on the defensive end, and he couldn't really shoot. So that was a problem. And, you know, keeping him taking contested shots, even in the painted area, he just couldn't get the shots the way he wanted them to go, because defense by the Pelicans was good enough to make it tough. And some of the shots he just flat out missed. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be difficult, but you still got to continue to put in the work and trust the process that you can, you know, develop the skills that you need and hopefully it can translate on the court is all I can say for him. Rocco, 4 minutes, 101 from the field, 2 rebounds, 1 turnover, 2 personal fouls, a -2 and plus minus. He had 2 points, didn't see enough from him to give you something, highly intelligent when it comes to analysis wise. Jesse Edwards, 16 minutes, 3 of 3 from the field, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block, 1 turnover, 2 personal fouls, a +2 and plus minus. He finished with 7. All the next 2 players also finished with 7. Jamal Cain, 18 minutes, 3 of 4 from the field, 1 of 1 from 3 boards, 1 offensive rebound, 1 assist, 2 personal foul, a +2 and plus minus, 7 points. Amari Bailey, 9 minutes, 2 of 4 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 1 board, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 personal foul, +7 and plus minus. He already finished with 7, like I said before. By the time the game was over, those guys gave you efficiency. 2 of them gave you Jamal Cain and Amari Bailey gave you 3-point shooting, and then on top of that, they gave you rebounds and they also gave you assists. So they did multiple things besides just score the basketball, and they also contributed to play a little defense too, so they can keep the lead while the starters was out. Even though the starters played really good, and the bench, I feel like they did a good job too. Tristan Newton, 13 minutes. He was 0-2 from the field, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Finished with 1 point, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, and 2 steals with 2 turnovers and 2 personal fouls. He's a -5 and plus minus. He did some good things defensively. He didn't do as well as he probably wanted to, obviously, offensively, but it's only one game. He only played 13 minutes. It's not a large enough sample size to see what he can do so far. The rest of the guys did not play because of decision. 36 of 76, 47% from the field, 7 of 29, 24% from 3, 19 of 22, 86% from the free throw line. They had 39 rebounds. They lost that battle, but they had 24 assists. They won that battle. They also had 14 steals. They won that battle. They had 12 blocks that really helped them out in this game. 19 turnovers. They had less than the Pelicans, and 26 personal fouls, which was also less than the Pelicans. And they played hard. They really did a good job scoring the basketball and attacking throughout the entire game. And they were speeding up and down that court, just flying and gliding in the air and just stopping, to make the quick decision and the quick play while also not rushing enough to hurt themselves, because they knew when they was moving the ball who was going to be open, and they knew what they was trying to do before they even gave it up. And sometimes that's how you get assists, and sometimes that's how you get easy baskets, especially when everybody's on the same page of what they should be doing when they're out there on the court and who they're playing with and knowing what to do, and they're knowing your teammate's style and your teammate's preferences, but also reading what the defense is trying to do and just making a correct play. It can all be that simple. It can all be that easy, but the Minnesota Timberwolves showed us that it can be. That's one thing I learned tonight, and that's one thing I'm gonna learn. In another game, watching and see if they can do it again. It worked against the Pelicans. Will it work against another team? That much we have to see. That much we have to find out later this week. So it gives us something to look forward to. Other than that, comment, like, subscribe, and share. Hit the notification bell for more analysis. And due to this channel, I do conversation videos just like this about various NBA only topics. Let's do breakdowns with real footage of legends, current legends, rookies, and also future stars. Also do mock draft and draft coverage. So you love that type of content, this is a channel for you. Plus I got over 3,000 plus videos that's already on my channel that you can watch and enjoy. Plus I upload videos each and every day that I'm living. So if you love basketball and you can't get enough of it, especially NBA, this is the channel for you. I promise you, most of my subscribers and most people that check out this channel will probably 100% agree with that. Other than that, hope you guys enjoyed y'all day. Hope you guys are ready for the weekend as it almost is here. And hopefully you guys are having a blessed day and staying blessed up. Let's make 2025 a better year than 2015. That's mainly the only goal of this channel this year is to one up myself. I feel like I have grown and I've learned and I've improved a lot. And I want to show you guys that and also be more consistent. And I've been consistent now more than ever besides 1 year that I was more consistent that year than this one, but this one is more jam packed with more content than that year. So it's something that I learned, something that I grew with, and continuing to do this is what I'm going to try to do as long as I can and as long as it's possible. So other than that, thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for making time. Thank y'all for supporting me in the past and also the present, and hopefully continue to support me in the future. And all I can say is y'all stay blessed up. I'm going for now. Peace. And see y'all in the next video. It's another game that just ended. I got to give y'all that analysis on that. And other than that, see y'all in the next video.